welcome to another battle report. So this is still 1.1. I have some battle report I need to go through, so I will try to push them through as fast as possible. So I decided to go down to club and play a very not a competitive list, a list I think it's fun to play against. There's a lot of smashing phases with it, and we play diagonal deployment, and hold the center is the secondary objective. And walk through my list quickly. I got 3 Petrodon, then a unit of scouting chameleons, a small unit of Saurian warrior with the Jaeger totem, and 2 spike lizards. And here is my other flank. You can see I got a raptor buzz in there. I got in a lord. He's pretty defensively kitted, like a 4-up ward and a great weapon, 1-up armor save. And yeah, then I got a unit of Temple Guard with my Coatl Lord General. I think he got a scroll, that's it, and Path of White. Then I got 2 small units of Snake Swarms, a 26 unit of Saurian warrior with the Serpent warrior, so they fight in extra rank, as well as 2 more spike lizards. And for spells, I got Phoenix Rises, Guiding Hand, Luminous Bolt, and the sniping spell. So for the Vampire Covenant player, he got a unit of Vanguarded dogs, then he got 5 more dogs, then a small unit of small 30-ish unit of zombies, and then he got another unit of zombies and a small unit of zombies in front of that, a Varkolak, and in the back rank he got this Screaming Terror, the Ghost Ship, a small bunker with his mage unit, a unit of Black Knights with Barrow Knights, with his Vampire General, who's giving everything within 12 inches of him distracting. No, hard targets, he's only against shooting. Then he got another Varkolak, some dogs hiding behind a hill, and a small unit of bats. So-called I dropped everything before he got to deploy everything, so I get the first turn. So I stay pretty much back on this flank. I need to, with my Chameleon Skink and Spike Lizard, able to hopefully kill off his Varkolak. And that is what I want to do. I keep my Petrodon and my Saurian warriors in reserve on this flank. On this flank I stay back. I want my Spike Lizard to kill off that unit of dogs, but otherwise I'm pretty okay with staying back for the first turn. I don't think I do much in magic. In shooting I did manage to put a wound on the Varkolak, unfortunately, so he is still kicking, and yeah, that's it for this flank. And the Spike Lizard on this flank managed to kill off this dog unit. So for Vampire turn, his Varkolak charges my chameleons, and they fled. They actually, thanks to the angle, I think he actually charged with his knight. Thanks to the angle, they kind of bounced through my Spike Lizard, so they failed a panic check and they started fleeing as well. So that's his charging. Well, on the other flank he didn't move too much. He pushes up his zombies and skeletons unit a bit, but his Screaming Horror flies a bit over to my other flank, which I'm glad that he is flying away from where all my points is. So that's it for his turn actually. For the Dinosaur's turn too, my Petrodon flies over his Varkolak, dropping some rocks at him, but it didn't do anything at all. Hopefully I could wipe him out, but that didn't happen. Spike Lizard and Chameleon both rally, which is good. Cold-blooded is such a good rule, I think. So that's very nice. And yeah, I started pushing through. I want my Saurian Cav charging something, and my Saurian Warrior, and then I kept my Temple Guard in reserve. Pretty much thanks to my deployment, I could not push all three forward, but yeah, it doesn't matter too much, to be honest. I take this Spike Lizard up on the hill to shoot down his dogs, because I don't want him having small chaff units running around. And yeah, that's it for movement. Well, Medic didn't do much this turn either, but shooting, I did manage to kill off this dog unit, which is much appreciated. And you can see now he pushes forward with his lines. He takes his screaming, shrieking horror and flies up, and he will just shoot those Petroton down dead. The rest of his lines pushing up a bit. He chooses to take his Black Knights around that impasse in the middle, which is I think he should have just pushed them through my line, towards my line, because they will do more damage there. His zombies will not take any points from me, so I'm perfectly fine with throwing away chaff units like Spike Lizard and Chameleons to stop those knights, and for the rest of my army just going through and killing off the zombie skeleton units. In his magic phase, he do get off a thunderbolt onto my Spike Lizards, and he do 6 wounds, so they are dead, unfortunately. But shit happens. And yeah, as I told earlier, my Petroton is dead thanks to his screeching horror. And yeah, for my turn, I do what I want to do. I charge him. Thanks to that impasse terrain and the zombies' wideness, he cannot really charge my Temple Guard with his Black Knights. And I don't think so, if I remember correctly. But otherwise I guess we'll go in. He can raise as much as he wants. I think I will eventually manage to grind down his unit pretty fast, at least, and he will not do too much damage towards my army. So for the rest of the movement, Spike Lizard moved up. They can actually see the flying bats and the Varkolak, and will pretty much have to shoot at hard cover to watch it. So on this flank, what I want to do is my Chameleon Kings will kill off his dogs. My Saurian Warrior cannot really get anywhere, but I choose not to shot the dog, not to get closer towards his Varkolak knight. I send out a skink captain to stop his Black Knights from doing anything annoying. I think that's the reason why he couldn't charge my Temple Guards, because I sent out the chaff unit. But anyway, that's my movement. I didn't do too much in magic shooting. I did get rid of his dog, which is appreciated. Well, on this flank, why I didn't take any picture of the combat is because he didn't do much to me. I killed a bunch of zombies and skeleton, but his units are pretty big still. So you can see here, his knights have charged my captain. His shrieking horror have moved up and will shoot scream at my chameleons. And yeah, that's it. He's cannot really get anywhere near my battle line because of his zombies are in the way. So his Varkolaks, for example, just going around here. One of them charged my small unit of Saurian Warrior. I think I can hold it up for a bit, but he will win that grind eventually, unfortunately. You can see here, I'm grinding down his unit a bit, but that's it. Especially that skeleton unit who fighting my Saurian spearmen are taking some heavy losses cause I got a lot of attacks with strength 4 armor piercing. I'm grinding through them pretty fast. My Temple Guard and my Raptor Cab don't have as many attacks, so they grind much slower, unfortunately. Well, shockingly, his knights killed off my skink captain, and yeah, that is unfortunate, but what can you do? Your skink captain aren't supposed to hold up Black Knight, and I didn't even count on it as well, so yeah, he did a heroic thing for the greater cause. So for my turn, I think, to be honest, I didn't have a picture of my combat against him in his turn, so I have obviously wiped out one unit of skeletons, and the Temple Guard wiped out a zombie unit. He might actually have one zombie remaining standing in front of my Temple Guard holding them up, unfortunately, so I cannot really do much in terms of reform or anything like that. So yeah, I'm pretty much locked up. Well, I take the surviving chameleon skinks and use them as chef in front of his Black Knights. He can charge out with his Lord onto my Temple Guard unit, but that I'm okay with because I hope I can just grind down his general with static combat rest and hopefully do some wounds with my strength 5 Temple Guards. And yeah, this is after combat. I think he have actually raised one more zombie unit which I forget about, and it's standing there behind, so I only has one of his original skeleton units still remaining. So over to his turn. I think this is his turn 5. Next up here, he is grinding down my Saurian unit, but I'm still steadfast, so I'm do not break yet, which is appreciated. I take that back. It's this is after combat, so you can see that I have a champion left, and he's running for his life, and he pursued me, but he did not catches me. And well, in his turn 5, he used his bat to stop my Temple Guard from doing any charge, and he prepared himself to go into my Temple Guards, and you can see to the left in this picture he has sent his zombie block into my Saurian cab. Well, in my turn then, my Saurian champion actually rallies and is turned around to face off his Varkolak. Well, this is the grind versus my you can see there my Saurian warrior unit have pretty much killed off almost every one of his in his small zombie unit, and my Raptor Cab have hold against his other zombie unit, and I now send in my swarm. I think this is actually my turn 5. It's a little messy of a battle report, but I think this is almost 2 weeks plus ago I played this game, so yeah, my memory is a bit iffy about the details, to be honest. In his turn 5, his Varkolak charges down my champion and kills him. His knight here charges my Snake Swarm, who I have thrown in front of him to stop him, and his other Varkolak charges the flank of my Temple Guard. I think he also tried with his Shrieking Horror to charge, but he couldn't fit, so he just failed charge there. So only his Varkolak are in my Temple Guard, which I'm totally fine with. And this is how he moves his wizard, and I don't know if you see what he did wrong here, but you will see later what's the problem with this maneuver. Well, first off, his Black Knights of course kills the Snake Swarm, which was not unexpected. And here you can see what his mistake with his wizards were. The zombies lost so much in the combat versus the Raptor Cav that they leave enough room for me to just pivot the Spearman, and then I can just charge his wizard in my turn 6, and since he's undead he cannot flee, which is I think actually it would give Vampire Covenant so much more if for example the Direwolf, the Ghouls or the Necromancer were given the special rule alive, so they could flee. But that's only my point on Vampire Covenant, and the only reason why I cannot play an undead army, because you cannot flee with them, and that takes away a big part of the game, to be honest. But anyway, let's move on. So in my turn 6, Saurian Spearman charges the first wizard. I move up my Spike Lizard, and they will hopefully just shoot down the other wizard, so I will be able to overrun into that flying ghost ship of his. I couldn't really throw anything in front of his Black Knights to stop them from charging my Temple Guard, so my hope here is I can get off the Ward Save, some kind of buff onto my Temple Guard, and stop him from killing off all of them. That's the plan, at least. So we will see how that works out for me. I do get off the weapon skill buff on my Temple Guard, which is good, so he will not hit me because I'm weapon skill 7, so he's hitting on 5s with most of his things except his character and the Varkolak. And then I just, with this Spike Lizard, kill off one of his mages, so my Spearman will overrun into his flying ghost ship. And that's exactly what happened. I overrun into his flying ghost ship, and since the ghost ship is a chariot, I will get lethal strikes against it, so I will probably just wipe it out in his turn 6. The Raptor Cav kill off his zombie unit, and they pivot to face off his knights if you want to send them in towards my Raptor Cav or anything like that. I did kill off his Varkolak with my Temple Guard, but I could only pivot to be a scoring unit to take the objective in the middle, so I really had no option but taking his Black Knights into the flank of my Temple Guard. But since they are bodyguard, they are stubborn anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, to be honest. So well, for his turn 6, it all comes down to it. Can he kill every single Temple Guard, or I failed a real leadership 9 cold-blooded test? It all depends how that thing goes, if you win this battle or not. And he does not. I have 4 Temple Guard remaining, so I'm steadfast and stick. And well, my Saurian warrior kill off his ghost ship, and they overrun into the flank of his Black Knight. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this game. It turned out, since I got the objective and I got most of his army except for his, you can see on this picture, but those knights is pretty expensive, and even though we got half point on my Temple Guard, it was a pretty solid victory for the dinosaurs. And I was curious about this, if I would have been good for him to continue. He will definitely have killed my Temple Guard and my Coatl Lord, but the chance of me killing off his Black Knights, since I got the lethal strike in the flank, is pretty high as well, so I don't know if it's what's good for him to stop this game here or not. But anyway, if you have any question, post them below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's it. Have a nice one.